don't think you guys can see me. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you guys can see me. Maybe, I don't know. This is all new to me. Make sure I got everything right. I think I messed up something along the way. Okay, that should be it. That should be it. Okay, Nicholas, can everyone hear me before I start going off? Okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, Nicholas, Christopher, John Carter, Dennis. How's it going? How's everyone doing? Yeah, so this is, I have everything switched up differently. So I have, now the camera's here because I have the green screen behind me. So it's a little different than I was looking over here. And then now I have to look over here. So I'll get used to it. Thank you all for we have 6 people watching right now. And I have to say that's 6 more than I thought would be here. I thought I was basically just going to be sitting here talking to myself the entire time, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. And, you know, it's good. It's good. So, yeah, basically, if you guys have any questions, of course, I day trade. And I do other stuff within the market, but it doesn't have to be strictly on like the stock market. It can be questions really on anything life related. Let's keep it PG-13. We can go R maybe. Triple X is a no-go. I already asked YouTube, Google. They said no triple X, and I tried. I really did. But yeah, any questions you guys have, I'm all ears right now. Are you married? Kids? So I do have a 5-year-old. He actually turned 6 in a couple of months. So that married? No. No triple X. No triple X. I know. I'm upset. You think you guys are upset? I'm upset. But yeah, I'm sorry, Chris. I really am. 1X, you look sober. Last night, not so much. I had to be sober to sell this up. I mean, I had to go out. So I ordered lights from Amazon, and then they got lost in another state. And then so I had to run out, grab a lamp. So I have like this really ghetto lamp right here. And the way that I'm doing it is I have the light and I have a piece of paper over it. Just to kind of soften the light. It's real ghetto over here, you know. So maybe if I make it to the top, I can buy some real lights. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Looks pro. I appreciate it. When I was setting it up, I was green like the Grinch. I mean, it was horrible. And it took me, that's why I had to be sober for this. If I was, off my rocker, you would be speaking with the Grinch right now. And I didn't really want to go for that. What do you use to pick your morning watch? Okay, so for my morning watch, I really keep everything simple. I go over to, and I can show you guys. Let me bring over a screen. Okay. Stock market watch. That's how simple I keep it. I know there's a lot of traders that use, however, scanners and everything like that. But I just go to stock market watch. I look at the pre-market. So basically when I wake up in the morning, I'll look at the pre-market and then I'll kind of get an idea of what I may want to look at. You have the top gaining, and I've done videos on this as well, but I do the top gaining. I look at the top losing. For myself, I'm more short biased. So I'll look at the percentages, the volume. The volume is the biggest thing. Now, when I'm checking at like 7 in the morning, it's subject to change of what I'm actually going to look at. But I get an idea of, okay, if it was 7 in the morning, this has 235,000. More than likely, by market open, it's going to be 5,000 plus or 500,000 plus. So then I keep that in my head. Then once I actually, get to where I trade, about 5 minutes to market open, I'll look at it again, just to get an idea. I keep everything very simple. I really do. Audio sounds good. Thank you, Dennis. Do we get a Santa hat? I just filter under $10. Yeah. So that's a win. Garage Day Trader, thank you for tuning in. That's awesome. It's weird now. Now you're on the other side and I'm here live, so above $10. Yeah, it's really, so if you're with the intro account, you want to go, depending on who you trade with, really whatever level of margin you have to trade with. When I was with SureTrader, I would have, about $6,000 to trade with. I would have to look at the penny stocks, and that's a different game with penny stocks. Now with TradeNet, I don't look so much at the penny stocks. Okay, make the camera bigger. Are we looking good now? Can we get a t-shirt Wolfpack? So funny thing, I've actually been working with a guy that's really good with designing. He designs everything. He actually designs for cryptocurrencies. I believe he's designed their t-shirts for about 8 coins. So I'm actually working with him. Hopefully I have a design out soon. If you actually are within Garage Day Trader's Discord, you'll see the design. That's basically what's going to be on the shirt. It's pretty cool. I'd love to know what time frames you use and if you're using different time frames for different strategies. Any time frames you're looking for? All right, Chris. So with the time frames, so for myself, as you may know, I trade basically market open. If I don't trade within the first 15 minutes, there's normally something wrong. So now how I have my chart set up, I have the 1 minute chart. This whole thing's just the 1 minute. And then up here, this is where I'll switch between 5 minute and also the daily. So like, let's say I see a stock, let's just go over to Amazon, go over, and I like the way that it's moving. And I'll say, okay, I'll go over to the daily. So we already have that selected. And then I'll look at, as you already know, I look at the previous day's low. Now, previous day's low doesn't always work with every stock that I look at. Like this one, it really wouldn't work that well because the previous day's low, it's already been surpassed by today's. It wouldn't really work out. So then I'd go over to the 5 minute once 5 minutes has gone through within the trading day. Other than that, I mean, I'm solely working on the first like 5 to 10 minute candles. I love overextension. I love, breaking a new high. That's basically what I look for. Now in my video where I was trading the power hour, that's something I normally don't do. The power hour is very risky. The highs and lows have already been set, and by that time the stock is normally within those by, depending on the size of the stock, it could be by dollars. So $5 till it's in a new low, $5 till it's a new high, and it's very hard to really work off of that. But you know, I made it work. I guess I got lucky. I'll take that. But yeah, that's basically it. I keep it very simple. Again, just working off breaking the highs, because I am short bias. So whenever I see a high break, normally I'll be adding a certain share size. I go in small, and then I work my way up. It's not so much Clay Trader's strategy. His could be, you know, anywhere within the graph of averaging. Now I can't speak for him solely, because I mean, he is the expert at that strategy. But for mine, it's breaking a new high, and then as soon as that high has been broken by the next candle, then I'll add to the position, because it's so overextended. When a candle is breaking a high after a high, and there's just multiple candles beside each other with a new high, there's always going to be a pullback. There's going to be shorters jumping in. There's going to be people that bought that are they're selling because they want to take the profit that they just gained from this huge push on the upside. So that's basically what I'm looking for. Nope, I did something. What did I do? Okay, there we go. I almost broke it within the first 10 minutes. How do you plan risk management? When do you stop adding personally? That's definitely a good question. That's definitely, and it really does vary. When I stop adding, so that's where the whole low of day comes into play. Now, also the low of day from the previous day. So if we are looking, you know, right here, or if we want to look at, maybe Tesla would be, TNXP actually had a crazy move. Looking at the previous low, I'll look at that, and let's say it's $1 off, but I also look at how much it's down on the day. If a stock wants to go from red to green, then I'm just going to be out, because once it goes from red to green, green to red, it's just going to be, what I've seen is it'll be bouncing between that for a good amount. It could just stay there, and it's not worth it at that point. So ultimately, the stock would be when it goes to green. Now that's it. Let's say it was like $5 off, and I've traded stocks like that where the low of day or when it turns green is $5 off. Then you'll see me taking smaller share size, just because I like that gap to be completely filled, but I know there's going to be a lot of movement within the first 5 to 10 minutes. So then I'll go in with even smaller share size. Now with doing that, I don't recommend doing that unless you're very confident in what you're doing, because if you add very low, let's say you do 100 shares at $1, and then it spikes. What the hell happened? I don't know what happened. And then, oh, really? Garage Day Trader. I appreciate that, man. I didn't know what happened. I thought I broke something happened, but I really appreciate that, man. I'm not drinking right now, but maybe in the future you can get me back. I enjoyed it. I supported the channel like you asked. Support the channel now. I did it. And, I had fun watching it. I think everyone else did. Oh, no. Jack shot. Okay, I'll grab something real quick. Okay, so I went to the store, right? No, no, I'm not giving in. I just wanted to show you guys this. So I went to the liquor store, which I haven't in a long time, and I was just gonna get like Jack and Jameson or whatever, and the guy somehow he persuaded me. I just wanted to get the small bottles. And somehow he convinced me to get this. If you guys can see it. I don't know how it happened. I was looking at like the $5-10 bottles, and he said, this is a really good deal. Why don't you get this? You're a grown man, right? And yeah, he got me, so. Oh, thanks, Garage Day Chair. I'm easy like that. Cheap date. I'm a cheap date. I don't even know where I was with the low of day. Oh yeah, I don't recommend it unless you're very confident. If you buy 100 shares at $1, it goes up to $2. You buy another 100 shares, your average is going to be 150. So even though the stock is at $2 and your average is 150, you're still down 50 cents at 200 shares now. So you just have to be very careful with any type of averaging you do. It's more risky, but if you are confident in it, and you are able to add, you see a good movement. You know the pattern's forming. After you've seen so many patterns, it kind of just meshes together. You can make a lot of profit off that. Oh, I don't think I've had Jim Beam before. Jack's just, so I'm from Tennessee, and Jack's just kind of the go-to, I guess. Hennessy VSOP. I never had Hennessy. Never had that. To be completely honest, when I go on vacation, I get, well, I don't want to say I get real fruity, but any drink they have that's whatever. But if I'm at the bar, I really gotta get like the man drink, so. What do you think of the tradable list at TEFS? Tradable. Sorry, you're not speaking of the top 20. You're just speaking on like if stocks aren't tradable and then what's also tradable. I only have milk, coffee, and juice. Makes one of us, What you can and can't trade. Okay. What's really interesting with TradeNet, I've made a video in the past, and I guess it stirred up some controversy. I don't know. But basically, when it comes to bypassing the PDT, you're very limited, and those brokers know that, and it is basically a monopoly. So let's say you have those brokers, and one of them disappears. Then there's one less, and then it just monopolizes, and so I do see some downsides with it. Again, there's pros and cons, but with CFDs, it's just very interesting that some of them aren't tradable. Again, like there's been other videos where something wasn't tradable, and it actually happened the other day. It wasn't tradable, but it's really just playing the game. Yeah, Alyssa, that's it's very true. It's with the small caps. Yeah, and it makes it more difficult. It really does, because if you're on the intro account, you have $14,000 to trade with, which is a good amount. Don't get me wrong. But you have to be geared more towards the small caps. I mean, if you wanted to trade Netflix or Amazon or Tesla or however, I mean, you could jump in a very small size. Is that really going to grow your account? It can, depending on the movement. But you're not going to increase your account by 100%, unfortunately. So by some of them not being tradable, especially with the small caps, it can be very irritating, especially when you see just a textbook setup and you're like, okay, this is where I'm definitely making the money. And you click the button, it says not tradable. And then you insert, words I can't say. Yeah, it's upsetting. It really is. Yeah, I need to put this thing back in the freezer. Maybe I'll open it up sometime. Yeah. Yeah. Does anyone have any other questions? I'm basically here all night. If you want autographs, there should be a line for me somewhere I don't know about. But oh yeah, TNXP. Yeah. Yeah, TNXP was very interesting. I was actually gonna make a video on that. But and then Jack came over to visit, and I really couldn't get to it, unfortunately. But someone, I don't want to say student, but someone I mentor, I told him about TNXP, hours before market open. I knew it was going to be a good movement. Now, I have to say, I wasn't expecting this much on the downside, but I knew because we did have the huge pump and dump here. Then we had it again. And another thing that bothered me about TNXP is they did a reverse split, and then right after the reverse split, they released very good news, and that's why we had that huge push up here, which was kind of effed up because people lost a lot of money on that reverse split, and then they wanted to release good news. So that's very sweet of them. But yeah, he basically he got in, I believe it was in the first 1 minute candle, as we see here, and had the profit range about $800. So, I mean, for someone that has just started trading with an intro account and was able to hop in the first candle, very risky. But yeah, and then he had asked the question, why do you have this red candle and why do you have a push up right afterwards? I told him that I would set up a FaceTime with him or however, and we could talk about it. But basically what happened is this huge push up in the pre-market, once it opened right at the top of this candle, the top of the candle is 625. It opened at 625. People that bought it within the pre-market, they sold it. You have that selling pressure. Also, shorters are going to jump in. And what occurs is you have this huge push, about 70, 75, 80 cents down, and then a dip buy occurs. People know it's up for the day. It was up a large amount. The buyers are looking at, they see this huge push down. It's overextended, just like I look for if it's shorter. I like for it to get overextended. They saw the opportunity, and then they pushed and broke two highs in a row. So that's basically why this would jump in for the two green candles after the red. What do you do for a living? So currently I am an event coordinator, which is really cool. If you guys seen like my Twitter or however, I do a lot of, I guess you could say presidential support. Basically working with like the joint staff, which is the 4 stars at every branch, coordinating events for them. I actually have an event tomorrow, that's why I'm not drinking. But yeah, right now it's event coordinating. Granted, I do transportation. That's my actual career field. I have the opportunity to do event coordinating, but transportation, which is fun, can be risky in the position that I'm in, but I really enjoy it. What do you do? Explain the difference between EMA, SMA, and Y. So EMA, so for me, I believe I use the 20 EMA. And basically it's just the estimated moving average. So just like with the VWAP, and this is what I've gathered from it, it's basically going off the past, the prices that it's been at. This line should follow the trend of where it should be going based on the candles that have formed previously. I keep my graph very simple. I have the VWAP, I have the moving average, and that's it. A lot of people, like I've said, they do Fibonacci, and that works for some people. It really does. With Clay Trader, I know he uses it. And that's basically giving you, I know like the lines are percentages, so you would line it off like on the different candlesticks. If I can delete this. But that's something I've really never worked with. Now, the pattern that I do see with the EMA and the VWAP is the crossing of them. And also the overextension off of the VWAP. The the VWAP is the most important to me. I don't get too much wrapped in the EMA, SMA, what other like acronyms there are. Basically, I'm looking at the VWAP because that's where the institutional traders will be. Not so much on the low cap, which stocks that are under like $10. I believe like 95% of them aren't allowed to trade the lower cap. Basically, that's where you're going to get like beginner traders because they have a lower account like within the margin, so they're not able to trade like Tesla, Amazon, Google, so on and so forth. What's your opinion? What's your opinion on Will Carman? Were you following his CFD drama? I have. Is that a YouTuber? I have no idea who that is. People use that. What drama? Event coordinating for Trump. It's so funny. I know people have their own political stances, and that's completely fine. It really is. But yeah, it was actually interesting when former President Bush came in. I was actually about probably 15 feet away from him. I didn't get to meet him, unfortunately, but I was there during the entire ceremony when they were actually bringing off the casket to go downtown. And then I was also there for the departure. So it's really cool. Again, everyone has their own political stances. I completely understand. Jesus. If it's not making it during the videos, during the live stream, I can't cut this. You guys heard it. I can't cut it during the live stream. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Okay, so back to where I was. Oh, yeah. So no matter the political stance, it's really cool to actually see, you know, to see the former presidents or however, and actually meeting them. Like the 4-star of the Air Force met him. The highest enlisted individual, the one with all the stripes here, met him. That was pretty cool. Let's see who this was. Well, that's going to be a fun phone call later. Answer my call at some point. Really, John? You're going to get me during the live stream? Okay. All right, that's fine. Oh, man. Yeah, again, thank you all so much for coming to the Q&A. I have to say, I was a little nervous. I was actually speaking with one of my friends, and I told her, you know, I have the live things coming up. I'm a little nervous, you know. Coming from a day trader, it's kind of weird because, you know, your nerves normally don't get to you. But, yeah, I mean, setting up all this new stuff, it's all new. I have the ghetto lamp here. You know, I'm surprised it hasn't broken on me yet. I had to buy the bulb for it. They'll probably pop. Who knows? But, you know, I'm glad I finally got the green screen. That was one thing people were requesting is get the green screen. You'll be more professional. You won't be like the Garage Day Trader, right? And I said, yeah, I can't shave the head. I would be hideous. He really pulls it off. You know, kudos to him. But I got the green screen, and that's what really matters. So, yeah, but any questions you guys have, just let me know. Check picture. Check big. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely, yeah, thanks for pulling that up. So, yeah, like with this, the low was 40.26 and then, yeah, 34. So that's very true. Some of them, you know, if you were to try to wait for it to pull all the way up here, you know, you're going to miss out. It looks like the high was set at 34.04. So it definitely didn't get close to the 40.26. So that's definitely a good point. The low of day doesn't always, it doesn't always work when it comes to stocks that have got down so low. I know when probably, it was actually quite some time, probably a few months ago, Netflix had a huge drop. I guess their earnings came out. They had a huge drop. It dropped like $50 or $60 or something around there, but it set the low in like the second minute candle, and then from there it just continued to go up. It didn't have really too much pullbacks because people that see these larger stocks, people that buy the stock and then, you know, they see that, hey, Netflix is down, I can get a great price for this, and then they buy into it, and then just the averaging down that they're doing, just it really takes over the whole graph. But definitely a good call out on big. So thoughts on crypto, very interesting. So crypto, very unstable, I guess you could say. Now, I was really into it. I was actually on a marketing team for one of the coins, and it was a good time. It really was. When it started really spiking in November, I bought into Litecoin and Ethereum, or however you say it, and I believe I made, I think it was like $500 or $600 overnight. I mean, it was wild. But then after that, of course, it started dying down. And I do look at it, especially with Litecoin. I take a look at it probably, you know, every other day just to kind of see how that's moving. But of course, with Bitcoin being the basically like the father coin, once that starts jumping in price, I know the other coins, the altcoins, will start to follow. But there's a lot of variables that go into different crypto coins. There's some where I think it's POS, which doesn't mean piece of, can't say it on live stream. It's basically when you hold that coin, every month you get a percentage of that coin back. So it's basically like you're getting interest off the coin. Those are interesting, but those are with very low price coins. Some may be more priced. I haven't really looked into it. And then also you have the POW, which is basically the ones where if you mine it, you're actually going to get a certain percentage back off mining it. So those are always interesting. How do you use your 20 EMA and your VWAP? On what time frame do you use them? Okay, yeah, it's definitely a good question. So when I'm looking at the VWAP and also the EMA, I'm basically looking at on the, actually, I guess solely I would be looking at the 1 minute. I mean, when I go to the 5 minute up here, I don't have that on here, but when I go over to the 1 minute, I do have it. Now, the way that I use them, I'm truly looking at the VWAP. I like the EMA because normally when the EMAs cross, there's normally some type of drastic movement that will occur. Usually, of course, with trading, it's never 100%. I mean, you could see a textbook trade and it still would go against you. It's not 100%, but the way I would use it is overextensions off the VWAP. That's a big one. And that's the big thing that really gets me if I was ever trading the power hour. The last hour of market is it can be very overextended off the VWAP. But, you know, when it's not close to like market open, I have less of an idea when it's closer to the end. I'm basically looking at pushes through the VWAP for overextension. I'm looking at, is it going to come down? Is it going to form a support or resistance? Now, right here, you know, we see it going across. It's hitting the VWAP, but it's basically holding there. It's holding there at the VWAP. And then next thing you know, like I said, when the EMA and the VWAP crossed and it pushed through it, you had this huge movement, the huge spike down. And now you see the VWAP turns into a resistance line. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, okay, is the VWAP going to turn into support? Will it be resistance? Is it going to push through? Are the EMA and the VWAP, are they going to cross? And then it gives me a good idea. Now, if I'm shorting something and it hits the VWAP and it just sticks to it, more than likely, I know that that VWAP has turned into a support line for it. And normally I want to take my partial, or even sometimes I want to get out of the trade fully. I'll get out of the trade fully. I'll let it spike up because that's normally what it does when the buyers and the bulls, they see it hits that VWAP and it causes that support. It pushes back up. Then I wait for it. I let it get overextended again, and then I short it out. Short it again. Now I could let it push down, and I could let it hold, and it'll go back against me. But all this amount that it goes against me is all this profit that I could have, and the profit that I'm kind of losing in retrospect. So it goes down, I touch, I get out of my trade completely. It goes back up, I short it again, and then it pushes down. So that's the strategy that I use. But again, basically looking for, is it going to be a support, resistance, look for that breakthrough. Are the lines going to cross? And that's how I go off of it. How do you use your, okay, was the low? Oh, this is that for, so that's for the big on the 15th. No, that must be for something different. Oh, you're probably talking about Litecoin, I would think. Do you use your moving average? No, so the only moving average that I use would be the 20. That's the only moving average that I use. And that's just for me. For other people, they may want to use the 20, 50, 100, 200 and just to the moon. But then once you have so many things on your graph, on your chart, then you're kind of missing the importance of the candlesticks. Because you could have, you know, lines up here, you could have lines down here, Fibonacci's in here somewhere, and then you're really missing what I should be looking for. Like you really just gotta keep it simple. You really do. I promise you, once you add so many different indicators, then you're gonna miss the very simple things that other people see. Like you could have, you know, the triple top right here. You could have the double bottom right here. Then you have right here, it's holding the support at 33. Is that 33? Yep. So it's holding that. Actually, it's holding it for a good amount of time. So I really just keep it simple. I truly do. When I'm looking at the pre-market, I look for it for 5 minutes. I'm looking at the volume. I'm looking at the price, depending on how many shares I could possibly get. I don't have too much of an issue with that, but people with like, you know, a certain margin cap, maybe on the lower scale of it, that it would be a good thing to look at for the price. But really just the volume, how much it's down for the day. I don't want to short something that's already down 50% on the day. That, you know, that's probably not going to be a lot of opportunity. Possibly on the upside, because the whole daily is going to be a pullback. But I like things that are around 5 to 15% down on the day. Oh, it was on big? Okay, gotcha. Oh, wow. So you've been trading for a good amount of time. So I actually started day trading. When was it? I think it was June. Was it June of 2017? I think it was June of 2017. I really haven't been trading that long. Now, when I first started trading, I was into basically you buy it and maybe it will go up like in a year or so. But I remember my friend, he was day trading, and I went over to his room and I was like, what is all this? Like I had no idea what support, resistance, VWAP, what is VWAP, no idea. And then I was like, okay, are you going to buy it here? He's like, no, I'm going to short it. And I was like, what the heck? What's shorting? He's like, no, that's when you think it's going to go down. And I fell in love. I was just struck. You can make money by it going down? That kind of sounds weird, but yeah. And yeah, I couldn't believe it. So after that, I fell in love. And I guess that's where it leads us. Do you sometimes the indicators, and do you really think it is good to use while trading? Feta, I don't want to butcher your name. I apologize. So no, I don't look at those indicators. I really don't. I really keep it simple. I truly do. When I was in Shirt Trader, again, and this was the video I was going to make, and then Jack Daniels came over and I couldn't make the video. But what I was basically saying within the video was I only had 10 to 15 minutes of trading. I could look at the pre-market for 5 minutes because this was my work schedule. I only had this time I could do it. So I would look at the pre-market for 5 minutes, get some idea what I could trade, and then I had to trade within that first 10 to 15 minutes or I just couldn't trade whatsoever. It was kind of a crappy situation. But that's why I trade market open, because that's what I'm used to. That's all I could trade. And it's really about the passion, the love that I have for trading. They're sacrifices. There really are. I would love to be able to sit down here, you know, have my dual monitors look at, but I can't. I seriously, well, I don't have a laptop with me, but I seriously trade on my laptop. Like, that's all I have. I have a small screen I look at, and somehow I fit all of this on my little screen. And it really sucks. It truly does. But I make it work because I enjoy doing this, and I love the community of trading, and I truly am here to help everybody. I think it was a little shocking. It may be a little shocking that, you know, I tell people, hey, email me. Let me know what your situation is and let me help you. And it's there's no charge. I don't want your money. You know, I really just want to help you guys. I truly do. So I make it work with trading. And is it convenient with the laptop? Absolutely not. It's so difficult. I see other YouTubers, they're trading on their dual screens, their 10 screen setup. That would be amazing. It really would be. But I just don't have the luxury of that. I really don't. So I do have a downside for my trading, but you know, thank you, Alyssa. Only one laptop. Yeah, that's it. Here, I'll grab it. Oh, my leg's asleep. Oh. Okay. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see this. I can't see myself, but yeah, this is it. This is the screen right here. This is, and somehow I fit all the charts on this little thing. So why is it so small? That's what she's, but yeah, no, but I make it work. I make it work. Oh, my leg. Okay. But yeah, sometimes I do have the ability to, like if I lead the Garage Day Traders chat room, like his live chat room, I can sit here. I'll take a day off of work, just because I really just, you know, I love being in the chat room and trading with you guys and being able to show you my screen, and then you can mimic the trades I'm doing. Now, granted, my strategy is a little different. I don't recommend it if you're not comfortable with it. But yeah, just being able to help you guys. I believe it was the last time I did it. Someone took a trade, they profited, and you know, I said great job on the profit, and they said, well, that's something that you called out. And I'm like, I could call it out all day. I could tell you guys a short here, buy here, but it truly comes down to, are you comfortable to take that trade? Are you going to execute a trade? And if you do, that's solely on you and the profits that you make. I mean, that's good. I take no credit. I really don't. I'm just here trading with you guys, anyone that's in the chat room. And it's really just a joy to know that I did help somebody. But, you know, you guys are the ones that press the buy, the sell, you execute it. And, you know, definitely respect for that. Which account do you have with TradeNet? I have the Pro package. So with my Pro package, I'm getting old. Okay. Ooh, okay. With the Pro package, I have 240,000 of buying power. Well, basically margin. I don't have buying power. I don't have a 20-to-1 or. Okay, I don't have like a 20-to-1, 6-to-1. However, I just have the margin. With anyone that uses TradeNet, they're familiar with how that goes. And hopefully the stock's tradable. But yeah, I use the Pro. Sounding like needs monster. All right, do you have a daily, weekly, monthly goal? For example, I'm trying to double my smalls account every month, so my daily goal is 10%. Is a challenge for me? I think I'm averaging like 6%. 6% per day is really good, Chris, definitely. I don't have a goal, and I'll tell you why. I did have a goal at one point. Now I have overall goals. I have goals in life. I don't live in my mom's basement like other people may think. I have my own apartment. Okay, I moved out of my mom's basement a couple of weeks ago, so I'm making it. But as far as goals, I think people get too goal oriented to the point where they're trading, and let's say they have a slow day, so they're trading and they make 2%, and they're like, that's not enough. I have to make my other 10%, and then they keep trading, and next it just goes to crap. So my goal was I wanted to make, I think it was 300 a day. I believe it was. And this was when I was with Shirt Trader. So it was 300 a day. And I said, hey, if I can make this, basically I would be I guess I would be up there with my day job. Was it 300? I think it was 300 a day. But then I started to realize, okay, if I take a loss, I'm going to put more pressure on myself because I need to meet that goal. I have to meet the goal. So it shouldn't be so much of meeting the goal. Now, and of course, you want to have goals when it comes to trading. Don't get me wrong. You definitely want to have goals, but don't be too hard on yourself. There's going to be slow days. There's going to be days when I get into the market and there's really nothing moving. There really isn't. And I just had to remember tomorrow's another day. And even if you have a loss, just take the loss. That's the biggest thing that I've learned over the time I've traded is just take the loss. Because there's been times where I lost, let's say $200. I'm like, I'm red. I am not going to stay red. And then I turned out to be like down $400. I'm like, and then the next day I make, let's say I make $400. I'm like, well, if I would take the $200 loss, then I would be up $200 for the 2 days. So it's really just about if you're red, if you don't make a trade, there's going to be tomorrow. There will always be tomorrow to trade. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, weekly or monthly goals, then daily goals. I could see that. I could definitely see that. So D, with the question, 20 EMA and VWAP strategy, would that be on mid cap and large cap only? No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't only be on the mid cap and the large cap. VWAP. Okay, so everyone looks at the VWAP. They really do. Everyone's gonna look at the VWAP. Everyone uses that indicator because if you look at Day Trading 101, it will say use the VWAP. But it's not. So let's go to, I think ASNS was a smaller one. So yeah, with the VWAP. Now the VWAP is based off of the previous prices. They've been gathered, and then that's the trend that's following. So the VWAP is basically saying, hey, based on where it was yesterday or however, this is what it should be going. And then as you can see, stocks are weaving in and out of that VWAP. And that's basically what you want to keep an eye on. Now, are you going to have industrial traders within like a stock like ASNS? No. I mean, maybe there are some. I'm not one of those traders, but more than likely no, because they're less predictable. They truly are. But yeah, even if you see here, you have it. The VWAP is a support line. It pushes up, and then when these two cross, you have the push down right here. It goes up, and then basically fading off. But you always want to keep an eye on the VWAP and the moving average. Those are the two indicators I have, and those are basically the indicators that I live by. If people want to use the Fibonacci or 100, 200, however, then it's truly whatever works for you. And I truly wish any trader the best. Someone actually said that I should I should critique traders on their trades. I don't know why I am coined as enemy number one, public enemy number one. That's not me. I made the video about TradeNet, and then I didn't want that, but I can't critique other traders because I don't trade like them. I don't know what's going through their mind, and also I can look let's say I watched a video of Garage Day Trader, and I saw his, and I'm like, oh, he should have exited right there. It's easy when you're looking at it hindsight, but when you see the stocks going up and down. It's very different, and that's why I started doing my live trading sessions with everyone so they can see the movement and see what I'm looking at. Because yeah, we have this huge push down right here, but as you see, it pushes up, it hits on this EMA, and it pushes up again, and also the price closed way up here. You really wouldn't expect a huge drop down like that, but in hindsight, I would be like, well, why didn't you short it right here? So. What kind of job do you do? Does it allow you to trade at least the first few hours every day? All right, raw trade. So my job, and this was actually touched on earlier, my job is like event coordinating. So I get to event coordinate with higher level individuals as far as like presidential support, really any type of ceremony that's going on. I have the opportunity to assist with that. which I love it. I truly do. But does it allow you to trade at least the first few hours? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I honestly, I have about 15 minutes to trade basically every day. I don't trade on Fridays. I can't trade on Fridays. I wish I could. I can't. But I can trade the first 15 minutes. And that's why if you look at my previous videos on my trading, like I have 1 minute trades. I have 45-second trades. I actually have trades where it was 6 seconds. And that's because I really have to focus on the stock movement and get done trading, because I don't have all day to trade. But again, when I first started trading with Shirt Trader, I was in the same situation. So I've kind of grown used to it. I really have. Almost 300 subscribers. Yeah, I really haven't looked. But that's awesome. I really appreciate all the support. When I first started this channel, I'd be happy if I had 1 subscriber. Shit, my mom didn't even subscribe to me, so I was really the odds are against me. But yeah, I truly appreciate the support. When we hit 100 subscribers, I could not believe 100 people wanted to listen to me. Wow, it's not like I'm pulling thousands of dollars daily, you know. And anyways, could I change my trading to possibly do that? Yeah, I would just up my share size like crazy, but that's not really trading to me. If I got 10,000 shares, right, and the stock moved 10 cents, that'd be $1,000. But I think it's more impressive when you have 1,000 shares and you have the stock move 50 or 60 cents, because you know what you're doing, you know. So could I up my share size to 10,000 and, you know, basically pray that it goes down 10 cents? Yeah, I could do that. You know, that's fine. But I think it's more enjoyable to watch someone that's, you know, they know what they're doing. Garage Day Trader, he's in the trade, it goes down, boom, he takes his partial, he holds it, it goes down even further, and then he gets out of the trade. I mean, that's strategic. That's not, okay, I think maybe this will go up, let me throw a lot of shares at it. Some people trade like that, and that's perfectly fine. That I'm not saying don't take large share size, because that's where the profit is. That's where it's at. If you really want to really make a lot of profit within trading, you need to up your share size. I'm not saying 10,000 shares, but you need to be consistent as well. But I don't think there's a possibility of being a full-time trader trading 100 shares. I don't think that's possible. Of course, everyone has to start somewhere. People that email me, I mentor them through their trades. They give me feedback on their trades. I tell them, hey, let's start with 50 shares. We'll start with 50 shares starting off. And then when you're comfortable with 50 shares, we'll go to 100 shares. Because there's a big jump if you want to go from 100 shares to 250 or 500. Because your unrealized, actually, it's going to change more quick. So that's just something to keep in mind when you want to start day trading. Let's say whoever isn't day trading right now, but they really want to get into it. They see people are making all this money. You got to start somewhere. It's just like crawl and then you walk and then you run. It's basically the same mentality. I highly, highly suggest paper trading. Now, do I say paper trading for years to come? No, because there's no emotion attached to paper trading. If I were to trade something, I lose $1,000. Who cares? It's just a demo account. I don't care. But when it comes to a live account, you know, you're really going to feel the emotion. When you're down $100, that's $100 of your hard-earned money. But getting into it, understanding paper trading is the way to go. And just with like a Forex, whoever's traded Forex, I actually traded Forex, I would say 6 months ago. But you want to trade with the paper, like with the demo account, just to get an idea of everything, how to execute the trades. The Forex, it moves, in my opinion, very differently than the stock market. It's just a different beast. It really is. But again, there's people that make a lot of money off it. And hey, if you could day trade and do crypto, because crypto, I think it's 23.6. I think it's 23.6, and it's closed one day. I mean, you could do that any time of the day. You wouldn't have to wait for just the market. So Alyssa, VWAP is gold. I absolutely agree. That's truly the indicator to watch. I do have the EMA as well, but the VWAP is the biggest indicator in my opinion. Everyone uses it. Yep. Which one's more reliable to use? So the VWAP would be more reliable to use. Just because that's solely what some people are solely looking at the VWAP. They don't have, now if we go in here, we go to the study lines. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could add. You could have some crazy stuff. But I just have the moving average and also the VWAP. And I could take the moving average off. But yeah, I just keep it very simple. So, do you ever pivot points? Oh, crap. Let's knock the computer off. So I haven't used pivot points. Is it core of your strategy? Oh, yeah. I've never used pivot points. It's definitely something I should look into. I know, like in the Discord, you're always really giving a lot of helpful information, and yeah. So I'll definitely have to look into that, especially if it's a core of your strategy. It's definitely something. Given your time restraints, ever thought about trading European or Asian markets? That way you could trade different hours. So I haven't given thought to that. That's definitely an interesting concept. When I first started day trading, I really just kept it traditional. So funny story, when I started day trading, I was an idiot. Kind of still, well, okay. But I got with Shirt Trader and I put $1,000 in my account. I'm like, yep, this is it. This is it. I'm going live, baby. And the first day I lost $600. So yeah, no, man, it was horrible. And then I was like, okay, I didn't even know about paper trading. I had no idea that you could just paper trade. No idea. So then I was like, oh, okay, let's try this again. And then I lost again the next day. And for some reason I kept day trading and I'm glad I did. But yeah, what are the biggest gains you had in a single day? Likewise, what was the biggest loss you had in a single day? How do you trade the next day after you had a big loss? Okay, so the biggest gain I've had in a single day, I made $3,600 in 15 minutes. The biggest loss you had in a single day? I want to say it's a $3,000 loss I had. I actually have a video on that. I forget the title of it. But I made $4,000 that month. And I told myself, well, I actually said in the video, if I didn't have this $3,000 loser, it would have been $7,000. But how do you trade the next day after you had a big loss? Yeah, that's very difficult. It truly is, because you have this huge loss and it weighs down on you for the entire day. And like I tell people that reach out to me and they want help trading, you know, for like new traders, let's say they lose $50 and they're like, oh my Lord, I lost $50. Now, of course, the more experienced traders, $50 isn't too much. It's really not. But to them, you know, it is a lot. That's, you know, that could be a lot to them. And I respect that. But I just tell them, hey, keep in mind, the mentality you have right now, when you lost that $50, how pissed off you were, you know, remember that. Don't forget about it. Now, of course, you want to shake off like, okay, you don't want to go the trading the next day. Like, okay, I lost 3,000. I need to make 3,000 back. Don't do that, because I promise you, it's not going to be good. Because you'll see a trade and you'll be like, okay, if I go in 5,000 shares right here, you know, I want you to remember the mentality, how upset you were with that loss, and remember that, because next time that you want to overtrade, you have a small loss and you say, I can make it back, you'll remember how upset you were from that one loss. So you really do want to shake off, because there's always going to be another day. I promise you, any day trader has lost at one point or another. That's just how it is with that. But you just got to fight to another day. Forex trading and stock trading, which one do you prefer and why? Well, of course, I prefer the stock trading just because that's what I'm familiar with. There's a large learning curve to stocks. When I first started trading, let's say I got in 100 shares at whatever price. I had no idea how much I was going to make or lose or however. You know, of course, if a stock goes up 10 cents with 100 shares, it would be $10. I had no idea. I had no idea. So when I entered a trade, I'm like, okay, let's down $100. What the? But there's a learning curve. Just like to the Forex, there's a learning curve. Now, I do love the hours of the foreign exchange. I really do. It's amazing how you can trade, you know, after the whole, because I have the 7:30 to 5 or 4:30, my day job. I could trade after work. So I love the hours of it. But it does move differently. In my mind, it moves differently than the stock market because you're not so much going off, in my opinion, you're not going off the daily or you're not going off like the minutes of the day. You're really going over the whole spectrum of whatever currency, which is more difficult because with stock trading, I see the high and low of the day. I know bulls want to push it to the new high. I know shorters want to make it to a new low. After a big loss, yeah, lowering your share size is a big thing because with stocks, it truly is psychology. It really is. And I promise you, I have a degree in psychology that doesn't help with trading, all right? I was cheated. Your degree in psychology does not help. But it really is mental. And by taking a big loss, it's really going to fluster you. I promise you it will. But you want to get back into the market. Don't take a week off the market or 2 weeks. You don't want to do that. You still want to be familiar with the market, but take smaller share size because you want to build your confidence. It's really all about confidence. When you see a textbook trade, and I do the same thing. I see something, I know it's going to move this way, and I don't get in the trade. For some reason, I don't get in the trade. But when you lower your share size, you'll feel more comfortable because you're having less of a risk. And of course lower reward, but you're building that confidence with any gain that you do incur. Now, of course, you're not going to possibly make that huge loss back in one day, but again, it's about the long haul. Stock trading is not a sprint, I promise you. It is a marathon. Yeah, reducing share size, yeah, it's very difficult next day dealing with emotions. Yeah, the emotions are the big part. You know, people preach no FOMO or no emotions. You know, if we turned off our emotions as humans, I would be in prison right now. I really would. I'm not going back. They're not taking me. So we have emotions, and that's a good thing. but yeah. Have you ever looked into options? I haven't. I have not looked into options. I know the Garage Day Trader, he trades options, but that's something I haven't looked into. I probably should. Now, granted, I do have other things I'm doing on the side, and I'm also trying to think of different things to do for the channel. Now, as a day trader, I really want to focus my channel around trading. I'm not going to be trading one day, and the next thing you know, you see me playing Rocket League the next day. Because people probably wouldn't take me seriously. They probably don't take me seriously now, so I can't risk this. But yeah, I'll definitely look into options. Now, if you guys have any suggestions of what you would like to see within my channel, let me know. As I said earlier, someone mentioned that I should critique other traders. I don't want to be public enemy number one. I don't want that role. I've had hate from other traders on YouTube. It hurt my feelings. There's only so much I can cry at night before I just can't cry anymore. So do a furu rant. That might be lingo with the kids. I'm not sure. Furu. Lewis, what's furu? See, I'm definitely going to be that dad when I get older. My kid's going to be saying some off-the-wall stuff, and I'm going to try to stay hip with the kids. And rant on gurus. Okay, fake. I had no idea. Oh, man. Is that really what you guys want? I don't think that's what you want. Could you do a small account challenge, whether? You know, that's really interesting, Christopher. Actually, so I am actually doing, and this is the big release. I wish I could cue some explosion, but I can't. I'm not that advanced with this. But really, Lewis, really, I'm actually going to do a small account challenge. I'm doing it. So starting probably after the holidays, because if I got into it now and then, you know, the holidays hit and you have all the days the market's closed, and then of course I'll be out. But starting probably January 3rd, I think that's after the holidays. Small account challenge. Yep, I'm starting with a small, because someone actually requested this. They said, hey, can you can you start with a small account? Because a lot of people don't have the margin, like 240,000, 160,000, and show us how you trade. And that's how I started trading with Shirt Trader, was the penny stocks. Now there are other YouTubers that trade strictly penny stocks, and that's fine. And I'm not gonna hate, even though you guys want me to rant. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming January. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Could I blow up the account in one day? Probably. And will you guys still love me? I don't know if you love me now. But serious question. Are you going to do live? So I would love to do it live. Well, actually, I can do it live. What I do is I record my trades at work, and I record it using my software. And then when I get back here, then I do the voiceover. So again, it's not the most convenient. With other YouTubers, they're here, they do all their trading, boom, done. All right, there's my video. But for me, I have to record it at work. I got to trade at work for 15 minutes. Then I got to bring it back here. I got to transfer it from this sweet thing over here to my desktop. And then I got to watch it. I got to cut it down. So it's strictly just showing the trades that I entered. Then I got to do the voiceover for it. Then I got to add, it just goes on forever. And I'm not trying to make you guys fall asleep. So it's just because people wanted to see this. And you know, I really just want to give you guys the content that you want, because again, man of the people, not public enemy number one, man of the people. Don't get it wrong. Serious question. Do you invest for retirement? If so, what are your strategies for it? Okay, that's a good question. Do I invest for retirement? So the career I have, I actually have the ability to retire early, which is nice. I could retire very young. And so that's basically my retirement. Right now, I'm just trying to build up the channel. I really am. Just so I can, like the green screen, the ghetto lamp right here. That was another thing. Really just trying to build it so I can give you guys, again, just better content. So as far as, and this is a really good question, because a lot of people that I work with, they make a lot of money. I mean, if I made that much money, oh man. And they ask me, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, that's interesting. You know, from a day trader's point of view, I wouldn't trade that for day trading because it's a high float. People ask the difference between low floats and high floats. What they're looking at are high floats. And of course, you could get into mutual funds. I did a video on mutual funds just to give people that ask me at work, give them an idea of the route that they could take. Now, as far as investing for retirement, you would definitely want to go with something more, not a financial expert. This is the disclaimer right here. Not financial. I'm not getting sued. All right. You could have the ghetto lamp. After that, I have nothing. You're not taking the green screen. It's not happening. I just got this. But you want to, you would want to invest in something more stable. Now, people say, invest in the SPY. Invest in the SPY. Mutual funds, there's funds just for the SPY. And if we actually, and that's something that I pulled up. If we go to, let's go to, actually, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back all the way over here. So this is all the way back to 2010. The SPY has been going up. It has consistently. Are you going to make a lot of money overnight? Absolutely not. When I first started investing, I invested in mutual funds. I made $40 in a month, and my day trader friend made 600 in a day. So yeah, but it is consistently going up. So that would be a strategy you could take. I wouldn't suggest taking retirement into cryptocurrency, like I know some people have, but something more stable, a high float a high float stock. If you really want to focus your mutual fund around stocks. Now, granted, you can go to professionals. They'll handle your entire portfolio for you. And that could be a good route to go. Of course, you'll have to pay them all their fees and handling fees and everything fee related. But you will get a good amount. And it may be a better route to take than just looking up something on your own and not really having a good background or an idea of where to start. So it could be something. We love you. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, man. I love you guys too. I really do. Oh, who do you consider Furu and who's really legit? Oh, I knew this question was gonna come. Why you gotta do this to me? Why was a controversy video not enough? Who do you consider Furu? Who's really legit? Make up names if you don't really want a name drop. Oh no. Oh man. Okay. All right. You asked for it. I don't want to deliver. Okay, so oh man. So when it comes to okay, who's really legit? Okay, so that's a very wide spectrum. Who's legit? Are we talking about legit like, do they trade in the market? Legit? Or do they really make millions of dollars legit? Or do they think that they're the best thing, on this planet legit? It could be... But yeah, give me an idea of like legit. Did you teach yourself what you know? Yeah, I strictly taught myself what I know. And it was a blank of a journey. I'll tell you that. And that's why I tell people, email me. Please email me. I don't charge you, I promise. I don't charge for people to email me to ask questions because I wish I had someone to ask questions. Now, my stock trading friend, he was new in the game too. And it was fun while it lasted. Now, granted, I moved and we didn't really get to trade too much, and I'm trying to get him back into it. But yes, please email me. I really want to help any way I can. I did teach myself, everything that I know. Now, I will say, the Garage Day Trader, I'm a big fan. And someone called me, what do they call? Not a fanboy. They call me, a protege of Garage Day Trader. Really? That's fine. Everyone's going to have their own opinion of what they think of. People have said some of my videos are fake. And trust me, one of the videos I have $740 in 1 minute. Who would believe that? And my buddy actually did a shout out for me on Twitch. And you could hear his friends on his mic saying, yeah, right, 740 in a minute or whatever? No. But yeah, and that's just the way I trade. But it's really been a tough journey, really learning everything, really studying a lot of stuff, reading trading books a little bit. And that's the unfortunate thing. With the stock market, there is a lot of profit. You could really create a good life for yourself. But people know that, and people want to make money off of you wanting the knowledge. And I'm not like that. And kind of a sad thing. And this actually was mentioned in the video, so it doesn't bother me. Someone commented I live in my mom's basement. But the unfortunate thing is my mom has a mental disorder. And it's very sad. It really is. It really breaks my heart. It truly does. So that's kind of, I don't really tell anybody that. But just keeping it real. But one thing she told me is, never help someone and expect something in return. And I really I carry that with a high weight. So yeah, just that's why I'm really here to help everyone. I'm gonna have to rewatch this. I hope it's entertaining. It's 1200 or 12 o'clock a.m. here. Oh wow, wow! I really appreciate that. Yeah, the time zone difference. If that can, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Let me get my popcorn for the no. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I needed a less spectrum of legit. Let me write that down so I can get to it. Furu, what's legit? Okay. There we go. I wrote it down, so I'll be waiting for the response from, I think it was, who was it? Oh, Amos? I apologize if I got it wrong. When you withdraw money from Trade Zero, okay. Well, yeah, they charge you a lot. Have you guys tried United Traders Broker? I have not. I have not tried that. Okay, swing and day trade options. With any brokers, you can day trade without. Okay. Nice, nice. How much money you lost before you became profitable? Okay, yeah, that's a good question. How much did I lose before? So consistently profitable? Man. Goodness, that's a good question. I want to say, and just to be honest, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Oh my goodness, probably about $4,000? Yeah. 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 Yeah, I suck. Yeah, no, probably about $4,000 I lost before I wouldn't say consistently profitable, but when I actually was able to profit. The one thing I love about Shirt Trader is you can withdraw anytime. With TradeNet, you have to wait at the beginning of the month, which sucks. But yeah, that's probably about how much. How much money you lost? Yep. Are you okay with the fact that this reminds me of a video that I heard of. I didn't really watch it, but are you okay with the fact that TFS is in some shady island off the coast of Somalia? Am I okay with this? I mean, I guess they could be located wherever they want. And look, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, truly. Look, TFS, TradeNet, are they pushing their packages like used car salesmen? Yes, they are. Why? Because they're a business. Also, why? Because their salespeople take a commission off every package they sell. That's just business. That's what, if you look at any trader that has books or has packages that they want to sell for mentoring, they're making profit. They're pushing those things like it's candy. That's just what they do. Am I okay with the fact that they're located there? Yeah, that's fine. But the biggest thing that you have to remember, are they stealing your money? When you get into your account, is your account locked? And you're like, what? And then you call and they say, yeah, we just deactivated it. Is that happening? Are they paying you out when you request it? And these are serious questions. I'm not trying to be a smart blank. I'm just being honest. With any trader, are they paying you? And I put this in my video. Are they paying you? When do they pay you? Are they really shady? Like where you're trying to execute trades and some weird stuff happens? And yeah, I have run in with TradeNet where some stuff isn't tradable, and it's aggravating because I know I would have made profit. I mean, in the video where I lost out on $1,000, I knew I was going to make profit. That's why I got into the trade. But are they paying you? When we're looking at the PDT, right? Those like Lightspeed and all those are very good brokers. I mean, those are legit brokers, you know? So if anything were to go wrong with those, I mean, that's BS. And it's also BS with those that bypass the PDT. But the thing we have to remember is we have to pick and choose. basically beggars can't be choosers. And at this point, trying to bypass it, I mean, we're going to go with what we can to day trade. Should they get rid of that whole regulation and law? I believe so. I mean, if I'm paying taxes, I think I should have the ability to invest my money how I want to, at whatever rate I want to. I'm paying taxes. That seems fair to me. I don't know how you guys feel about it. But right now, we just have to get with whatever broker is going to allow us. And that's really the fact of it. I'm not going to get wrapped in the whole TradeNet drama. I made the video and I said my piece. And the reason I was so upset in the video is because people were putting it off like, you need to fear TradeNet. People, and I'm sure that you guys saw this as well, people were commenting, oh crap, I have an account with them. Are they going to take my money? And people were literally scared that they were going to lose all their money. And I don't like that. I don't lead by fear. With my career, I keep it kind of bland. I say event coordinating, and also I do transportation. But my leading style is you don't lead people with fear. Like that's just me. Okay, so like a very short backstory. I've been located on borders of conflicts, and as a leader at a certain position I don't lead the people with fear. You don't do that. You know, you are a strong individual. You give them a strong personality, a characteristic that they want to follow, and that's what you do. You don't lead by fear, and that's what upset me so bad. That's why I made the video. So 4K is not that much. Yeah, yeah. Well, possibly coming from you, 4K wouldn't be a lot, Alyssa. but 4K is a good amount. So, how much do you invest into TradeNet? How much did you invest into TradeNet? So I have the pro package. So when I started, had the intro account, blew up the intro account. That was fun. And then from there, I blew up the student package as well. So add that in there. And then from there, I worked my way up to the pro package, and that's where we are. So is TradeNet regulated? How much do you invest? How much is TradeNet regulated? Like PDT regulated? No. I'm not quite sure where that one's going. A little, if you could give me a little more of a detail, please. Don't get me wrong, 4K is a lot. Is it Trust Broker? But yeah, Alyssa. Yeah, that's true. That's very true, actually. I mean, of course, we've seen videos where, I don't know if you guys saw the person actually put out the Fund Me campaign. They lost, it was something wild, like $125,000 in a short gone wrong, and they tried to set up a Fund Me campaign. Is it fake? It could possibly be fake. And then I know Clay Trader put out a video of someone that messaged him that lost 60,000. So yeah, 4K compared to 60,000 probably isn't too crazy. They are regulated by the, and that, yeah, that's been a big debate in another person's channel. I'm not even, okay, so with me, so I've been viewed as the bad guy to another YouTuber. It's really not like that. So with me and this one YouTuber, you guys probably know what I mean, or who I'm referring to. I've known him from way back. We were actually, like way back. We were in the same chat room together. We would message each other, not so much directly like me and him just talking, but as far as, I remember one day, it still sticks in my mind. I mean, it was so easy trading that one day. We made a lot of money, and I told him, this is awesome, man. He's like, yeah, I love it when it's this easy. Really cool guy. But the whole fear thing just set me off, so. Nice name. Yeah. And I see the message pop up. Oh, Garage Day Trader, really? Really? Oh boy, I drunk. No, okay, so everyone knows it's Patrick. I'm not even gonna hide it. Look, Patrick does this thing, and this can go on record right here. Patrick does this thing. He really does. I've watched Patrick. I mean, I was subscribed to Patrick way before he grew up to this huge. He's a huge channel right now, and I truly am happy for him. I truly am happy for him. YouTube takes a lot of work. Garage Day Trader definitely can. I'm drunk at an Xmas party. No, Garage Day Trader can definitely vouch that YouTube putting the videos together and stuff. It's a lot of work. It really is, and I'm happy for him. I really am. You know, I love, you know, back then I loved watching his trading. You know, I still remember when he was trading like smaller size. Now he's really grown to large size, which that's where you're gonna make the money, is a large size. Is it more risky? Of course, but that's with trading in general. But I really am happy for him. And don't put this on the record that I'm apologizing for anything I said, because the whole lead by fear, you know, that's still, I know that's a no-go. That is a no-go. But I am happy for him in general. I know that he just went on a vacation. He's been dating this girl for 4 years. That was in the video. That's awesome. Truly happy for him. With my career field, what I do for a living, you don't have luxuries like that. You really don't. I only trade 10 to 15 minutes. I don't have a luxury. I can't trade within my dual monitors. I'm constantly moving from different locations. I don't have the luxury. Actually, I'll be honest with you guys. So for my trading, or I'm sorry, with my career field, I actually missed about 2 years of my son's life. You know, by, how do I put it so I don't, I mean, you guys might know what I do, but basically I lost 2 years to see him grow because I was in a different location, you know, doing what I was called to do. So, you know, I'm happy for him that he has a luxury to really have someone and actually be around that person, not be thousands of miles away somewhere else. Gosh, Day Trader, I really appreciate you tuning in, man. That means the world to me. It really does. And the thing I love about the Garage Day Trader, well, besides just the dude just he looks good on the camera. I don't know how he does it. I even got the green screen. I don't think I'm doing it yet, but so much work. I mean, have you seen how many videos he's uploaded? My goodness, that is a lot of work. And then he has his live chat room. I mean, he had the mentoring program that he was doing. He put up the Discord. I mean, that's where I want to be. And you know, I believe it was months ago I reached out to him, and you know, he gave me a chance, and I'll never forget that. Truly appreciative. Would you accept a paid position at TradeNet? A paid position at TradeNet. That's awesome. Oh man, if people didn't think I was pro TradeNet before, could you imagine that? The title of the video, working at TradeNet. That's awesome. That's awesome. Back to drinking. Awesome, man. Thanks for tuning. Damn it. Oh no, this thing's defrosting on me. Ah, crap. Wow. Okay. How did you get into trading, and what age you were at that time? So I got into trading in June 2017. Well, day trading. Actual trading, probably about February. I was actually assigned to a higher position person. Oh man, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this day thing under wraps, but he was all about Dave Ramsey. all about Dave Ramsey. Oh my goodness. But he taught me really everything there was about Dave Ramsey. And then that's when I got into the mutual funds and everything like that. Day trading, I got into it because my buddy made all this money and my mutual fund made $40. So and the age that I guess I was 25. Right now I'm 26. So yeah, 25. Yeah. How is TradeNet treating you? Would you take the account manager job? I couldn't be a salesperson. I would be a horrible sales. You have to be okay. So with overseas, I'm not gonna say every location, but in certain Middle Eastern countries, I've noticed I've been to, they're more pushy. That's just the mentality that I've seen. That's just the mentality. So when TradeNet, they call you, they say buy the package, and you're like, I don't know, buy the package. Well, that's just how they operate. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't push account on people like that because people ask me, hey, I want to buy an intro account. You think I should? And I could say, yeah, go for the intro account. No, I say, well, how long have you been trading? Have you done the paper account? Maybe you should start with the paper account first, and then when you're comfortable. So I'd be a horrible salesperson. It's impressive that you're able to do good with just reading 15 minutes every day. What are your long-term plans? Do you plan to switch to full-time trading instead of your job? That's definitely a good question, Raw Trades. So, yeah, with the 15 minutes, truly what I'm looking for, and actually, let me just show you guys. Well, hopefully I don't have anything bad on my desktop. Okay, we'll see. Okay, nope. Ooh, that was a close one. Okay. So here's actually some of my older trades. I don't know if you guys can really read this. There we go. So when I first started trading, I mean, this was a 6-second trade, 2,500 shares, and I made about 40 cents. So 40 cents off 2,500. That's not bad. And then let's see what this one is. Okay, here's a 4-second trade. Oh, I'm sorry, 6-second trade with 3,000, and it made about 30 cents. So that's just giving you guys an idea of basically people are watching the whole spectrum of the stocks. I'm watching the entire movement within the candle. Also, when I'm watching, now you guys might not see this like a lot. Oh crap. But when I'm actually watching the stocks, when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at what move it can make. So I see this moving. I'm like, okay, is it going to break the VWAP? Is it going to break the moving average? Nope. Okay, we're here. Is it going to? Nope, it's still down under the moving average. Okay, because it possibly push up. And then I'm looking, okay, is there going to be a cup and handle forming? Okay, is this going to be overextended? There's so many things running through my head when I'm actually looking at these. That's how I can execute the trade so early in the day, is because I'm looking for what could possibly occur. Now, is it going to go against me sometimes? Absolutely. And that's why I tailored my trading so I can average. What was occurring is I'd get into a trade. I'm like, okay, the high of day, I'm getting out. The high of day would hit. I'd get out of the trade, and that where I got out of the trade was like the peak of that one candle. And then it would crash from there. And I'm just like, well, I can't chase it now. So I tailored my trading a little differently. Do I switch? Okay, do I want to switch to full-time trading instead of your job? The biggest thing, and this was actually a question someone had asked, when do I know I should switch from day trading, or I'm sorry, from my full-time job to day trading as a full-time job? Oh, excuse me. I haven't even drinking. Okay, so it's really difficult to say that. Let's say all of your utilities, all your car payment, all that's $2,000, right? Everything's $2,000. Your rent, mortgage, whatever. And you're like, okay, if I make, $100 a day, basically cutting out the weekends, it'd be about $2,500. I could do it, but you're not focused. You're not possibly figuring, okay, I'm gonna have red days. Also, I mean, depending on how red it is, you might not profit for an entire month. I know Amir, he was showing his like how much he makes and everything, and he was saying for 1 month he didn't profit at all. And that's from a pro trader. Now, people have their own thoughts on Mir. He uses a demo account. He's whatever. And that's fine. He does use a demo account. I will admit he uses a demo account, and some of his fellow traders, I believe, use demo accounts as well. Sometimes it actually is his account that ends with the 3,500, whatever it is. But he does use a demo account sometimes. So, and also you got to think about right now you have a full-time job. You have a full-time job. Your bills are. I have a full-time job. My bills are paid. Good to go. And so there's less pressure. Let's say I don't profit for the next 6 months. I have a day job. Who cares? But if day trading is my full-time gig, there's added pressure. I better make some money this month or I'm going to lose everything. So you want to make sure if you want to go from your full-time job to day trading, you have a set amount of money set aside. Let's say 6 months worth of expenses. You have that set aside. And if you feel like you're ready, then go for it. And by month 4, if you're like, nope, not happening, you still have 2 more months to find a new day job. And I think that's the more secure approach to take it. Thoughts on My Investing Club, Tim Sykes, and Madaz? I'm not sure what Madaz. Now, Tim Sykes, man, that's the thing. Like, Tim Sykes, whatever the ones that always pop up on my YouTube ad. Like, I'm trying to watch Rocket League Pro, and boom, there's Tim Sykes. But the thing that upset me about him was he's throwing money at the camera. Why are you throwing money at the camera, dude? Like, he's like, oh, $10,000, boom. Like, okay, take it easy. Take it easy, dude. That's cool. Yeah, a lot of people don't have money like that. So, I could be a blank hole and say, I just made a week's month of minimum wage in 5 minutes. That's effed. People work a lot for their money, especially minimum wage. I mean, you're making minimum wage. You're having to get up early, commute to work your hours, come back, and I'm being an a-hole by saying I just made all of your money in 5 minutes. That's just messed up. So that's just the big thing that set me off with him. I haven't really looked at his whole trading strategy and all that type deal because that just I don't do that. No. Been a subscriber for about a month. Been trading with TradeNet for about 4 months. Love the videos. Thank you, Jason. I truly appreciate that. So I knew going into YouTube, I would have to do something differently to stick out. So I make, I think they're funny intros, but just something to lighten the mood. I could easily, the camera could come on and be like, okay, so I'm in this trade right here. And like really like a creepy voice, like that's boring and again, pretty creepy. But, having like a funny intro, and, really just lightening the mood. That's what I knew, because I like to make people laugh. I like to make people, because really laughing is like the best medicine. It really is. I believe. So I knew I had to do something different, but thank you so much, Jason, for saying you enjoy the videos and for being a subscriber. The Wolf Pack, that's the big thing. I titled it. So I truly appreciate anyone that has subscribed to me, for watching my videos. Even if you're not a subscriber, when you watch my videos, if you're watching the live session right now, I truly appreciate that. Just you giving me your time out of your busy schedule to listen to me rant, which that's right. I wrote down the piece of paper, Furu, what the hell does this say? Something legit. But yeah, that's right. I got to answer that question. Dang it. Okay. I was worried about your search history when you brought up your... Yeah, I was hoping the search history. No, I don't search anything bad on my desktop. Everything is on the mobile. That's the safest way. That's what my friends do. I'll assume. Okay, next question. Thoughts on trick trades? Pat Mitchell, his YouTube vids are really great. Just saying. Heard if he's really good. Pat Mitchell. I've never heard of Pat Mitchell. I could, yeah, I'll just write it down. Pat Mitchell. I'll look him up later. Or is it Patrick or Patrice? I'll assume. Okay, I'm not even going to assume the gender. I'll look up the trader. I'm a very recent subscriber. Listen, a few days old. Your intros rock, I think. The more live trading videos you have, the more exciting your channel becomes. Raw trades. I definitely agree. I definitely do agree. You know, when I was watching really any YouTuber, now I know Garage Day Trader, his are always live. He doesn't, you know, he's not doing just like reviews or however. I love watching live trading. I feel like I'm in the action. I'm just so excited, and you know, I feel like a little schoolgirl. That's weird, but yeah, that's yeah, and it's fun to watch it and see how much they're entering, and that's why I brought the live trading to my channel, because it's fun to watch. You know, geez, giddy as a little schoolgirl. So, moving candles, yeah, that's the moving candles. That's actually, Chris, I think you said that in the Discord. The moving candles. That's true. Because with the, you know, if I were to have my trades here and I'm like, okay, so yep, entered here and exited there. Okay, well, okay, back to Rocket League. You know, I guess that's fun. And some of my videos are like that. You know, with my 740 in 1 minute, that's like that, you know, because I wasn't recording my stuff at the time. Now I'm recording everything. I bring it back here. And no, I'm not. I didn't hire someone to do my trades for me. That's not me. I didn't do. I'll be completely honest. No one does day trading that I know of in my work. Of course, people are into investing, like mutual funds, and you know, people ask me a lot about the penny stocks. Hey, do you think this penny stock's gonna work out? I actually had someone text message me, hey, take a look at this stock, and I looked at it, and it was on the OTC market, which is very risky, but it could be very profitable. And you know, I gave them the whole rundown. I said, hey, this is OTC market. I probably wouldn't trade this, but again, not financial expert. So yeah, Chris, yeah. Okay, so the Furu, what's I'm going to assume that that word is what legit. Okay. Garage Day Trader, absolutely legit. Absolutely. Tricktrades.com. All right, let me write tricktrades.com. Okay, I got tricktrades.com, Pat Mitchell, and now the Furu. Are you cataloging your trades? Okay, well, okay, now we have another question, so I'll get to that. Are you cataloging your trades? Will you do a weekly or monthly account update? So I'm definitely going to do an update for my $500 small account starting in January. Trading challenge. Okay, I'm going to have to shorten the title, but definitely doing that. Cataloging my trades. You know, that's funny. That's when I first reached out to the Garage Day Trader, he asked me, because I said, hey, I want to join you in any way I can. Just give me a chance. And you know, he did. I appreciate it. He said, do you have any catalog trades? Do you have a Facebook? Do you have any popularity? Do people know who you are? And I said, well, I have a Discord no one follows. Does that work? So, didn't work. But I don't catalog my trades. Yeah, surprise. I don't catalog my trades, and that could be a downfall. I never have cataloged my trades. Now, granted, I have all my trades uploaded into like TradeNet. I can view everything that way, just like I showed you guys with SureTrader trades that I've taken. I have everything cataloged that way. Actually, physically writing it down, I don't. But that I know people that do. A gentleman I'm actually mentoring right now. I believe it's Jorge. It's George. I'm thinking I don't want to butcher the name. I'm horrible with names. But he gives me an Excel sheet with all of his trades. And what he does is he'll put it down. He'll put the size. He'll put the time executed when he finished the trade. Off to the right, he puts comments. Hey, I was looking at the SPY. I thought it was moving. I entered this trade here thinking, you know, it was going. And that's phenomenal. It truly is. And I'm able to assist him the best way I know how to. And I hope it really does help him. And writing it down, you know, so it helps you retain the emotion you had. When you write it down, you're like, okay, I shorted here and I covered here, son of a, and you know, and that could help because you're going to remember how you felt when you took the past trade. Also, it could give you an idea of, okay, I used 200 shares this time and I had a bad trade. Maybe I should move back to 100 shares. Maybe I should scale it down. But yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, you should start doing that. Yeah. Or I should start doing that. You said you should. Or we should start doing that. Okay, we should start doing it. We should start doing it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Steven and both seem to be big. Yeah, and I completely agree. Cataloging your trades, it's something that a lot of people, and the reason I don't do it is because I think I might be because this is how it was when I was a short trader. I was so simple. Not like I do have a brain, but I was so simple to the point where, like you saw with the trade, I think I showed you guys a trade where I entered the first minute candle. But yeah, I would enter the first minute candle, I would take my profit, and I would run. And that's it. That's all I did. Look at the pre-market. Okay, this is what I'll trade. Boom, first candle, I'm done. And okay, that was the trading day for me. A lot of people stay in the market the entire time, but I just keep it very simple. But I do recommend people to log your trades, and I should start doing that as well. So thank you for holding me accountable. Safety first, then teamwork. Okay. Oh, Furu. Okay, all right, here we go. What's legit? Garage Day Trader. Boom, legit. Give me a list of some traders that you may be questioning the legitness, and I will act like I know the answer. Okay, I already know people are going to say Patrick. So, Patrick, legit? Absolutely. Patrick's legit. He is. Now, does he have... does he sometimes use clickbait? Yeah, he does. His last video, $5,000 mentoring program. Well, I think he was flying someone in, and that might be the $5,000 that comes from. I don't know. But one comment that I did saw that kind of upset me is someone said clickbait. They say in the comments, "Oh, this is clickbait. You know, you need to stop doing this." Or why did I click it? And then Patrick said, "Well, you clicked it, didn't you?" That kind of upset me a little bit. But he's legit. He does trade. He does his own trading. He doesn't hire somebody. He uses large share size, which is more risky. But I am happy that he has the ability to really, grow his channel as far as doing different topics. It was funny a long time ago for April Fools. I remember Patrick, he said, "Okay, I'm going from live trading to like playing Fortnite or whatever." I thought that was funny as can be. But he has a lot of extra time because he has the luxury of, I get to day trade in the morning, and then after that I formulate the whole the video, upload it to YouTube, and then I can do my photography or cinematics, whatever he really does. But he has a luxury. For me, I trade, I work a lot of hours during the week, and I try my best to add whatever else I can for you guys. Are you using hotkeys? You're in and out so fast. I don't use hotkeys. With Short Trader, I use hotkeys. With TradeNet, I did use hotkeys at the beginning. I don't think I have them here. Okay, so these are the hotkeys right here are, is my big head in the way? So these keys right here are already set for you. You can also alter them. Garage Day Trader, he has a video of how to alter the hotkeys. So you can check that out if you like to alter them. But I did have it at one time. But for me, I basically do what Mir does. I have 1,000 shares, however, I have my position right here. So basically I have 1,000 shares. I click position, I'm in it. I'm watching it, and either I could get out of the trade completely if I want to, or I just scale it down. Okay, now I'm scaled down to 700, and boom, I got out. Click position again, and that's going to show how many remaining shares I have. So that's what I do. Some people recommend hotkeys. They could also work against you. If you reset your hotkeys, but your muscle memory is already from the hotkeys you had previously, that might not be good. I know that's happened to Patrick before. He was in a trade, and he got out of the trade completely, but he tried to only cover 50%. He reset his hotkeys the day prior, so it kind of went against him. But you know, some people like it that way. I keep it very simple. Are you primarily short biased or take both long and short trades equally? I am short biased. I am the biggest short biased mother trucker you've ever met. I love playing, okay, well, it kind of sounds weird saying this. I love playing off the fear in the market. Now, greed does have a lot of control, but I believe fear is very powerful within the market, and that's what I play off of, and that's what I specialize in, is shorting. So, a dumb question. What is the green screen that you were referring to earlier? I heard everyone talking about green screens when shooting videos. Hopefully this isn't too blurry for you guys. I still got to set it up, but I was setting it up. Jack Daniels was trying to occupy me. But I was setting it up, and I know I need to tweak it. It might not be the most clear, and I do apologize for that. But the green screen I have is the Elgato green screen. And it's very nice because my setup is in my living room. So like right here, I have my living room. This is my dining room / living room. And I think actually someone asked earlier, where do I live? I'm in Maryland. So housing here is very expensive. For my apartment, it's $2,000 a month. And I paid a little bit more because I I love how the garage is attached. So basically, I park in the garage on the 3rd floor. I walk from the garage to my room, basically. And it's nice. And I pay a little bit more because I like to be comfortable. So, but yeah, the Elgato. It was $169, I think. But it's nice because I just pull it up and boom, it's right here. And then I can just push it back down. Good to go. Have you encountered any problems with TFS platform during trading? Sci T, I believe. I have encountered problems with TFS. I have. I'm not going to lie to you guys and say it's the best platform in the world. Some other lie I can't think of. I have. Things being unshortable doesn't make sense. It's a CFD. How the blank can I short something? My stuff isn't even going to the blanking stock market. I can't. I wish I had a beat button so I just click it every time but yeah, it's not going to the stock market, so why isn't it? Okay, whatever. And I've lost money because I wasn't able to enter a trade. Now, one problem people I have heard have is they're in the middle of a trade. They can't get out of the damn or blanking trade. No, damn's fine. I can say that because it could be used as a damn for wires. Yeah, I can say that. That's cool. So if you enter a trade, but you can't get out of the trade, that could be a big issue. Let me fix mine. There we go. Yeah, you're in the middle, and that actually happened to me. I was short. I want to say I was short. Was it 2,000 shares? I think it was 2,000 shares. I was short, and I got into the trade. Boom, it went down. Perfect. Click. What the? Yo, what the? And yeah, and so I was stuck. Next thing you know, I'm down $1,000. I'm like, you've got to be blanking kidding me. So yeah, I have to take loss like that. And it's upsetting. It truly is. Now with Shirt Trader, it's been the same issue. I tried when I was a short trader, I was a momentum trader. Now I'm strictly just short. But I saw a stock. It was the first minute candle, and I knew it was going to pop up. Just the way, I don't know. I just read it a certain way. And it did. And I tried to enter with 2,500 shares, and I would have made a lot of money, but the trade wouldn't go through because Shirt Trader was having issues with their platform. It's upsetting. Thanks, Chris, for saying that. I really do like it. It's nice. The ghetto lamp. So I actually did order. I think I mentioned this earlier. I ordered nice lamps or lights, whatever. UPS lost my package. I look it up. Where's that? Washington State. Washington State. Okay. I'm near Washington, D.C., not Washington State. So thanks. So I went. I got this lamp that's probably going to last about a week. And yeah, so it works. It works. Okay. Yeah, Patrick is legit. Patrick is legit. One person I actually want to shout out would be Rookie Trader. I don't know if he's in the chat room. I don't think so. But Rookie Trader, I actually started watching some of his content. He's just starting out. I think he has like about 40 subscribers, which, hey, everyone starts somewhere. I started with 0. So, but yeah, his videos, you know, it's really cool. He was actually saying, you know, why do 90% of traders fail? And, you know, everyone can think of, you know, a lot of reasons. Oh, over trading or, you know, whatever. And he said they fail because they quit trying. Didn't see that one coming. I guess so. Yeah, that's good. So Rookie Trader, yeah, definitely check him out. He's a really cool guy. He's within the Garage Day Traders Discord. Really down to earth. Someone said, I love his intros. They are competing with my intros. All right. When he starts his videos, he does like something like this. It's like he's dabbing, which is hilarious. Please enter dabs into the beginning of your videos. Let me actually pull it up if I can. Let me see if I can find this. So someone said his video should start like this, and then so Dennis said that, and he said at the end say trading time, which would be awesome. Yes, so the trading time. Oh man, yeah. So yeah, Rookie Trader, definitely check him out. Tab Master, yeah, yes. Oh man. My personal opinion, I don't like TradeNet. It has slippage. Yeah, definitely. Second, you cannot request payout for the whole month. And the percentage they get from your profit, 30% is a lot. That's true. Yeah, there shouldn't be slippage with CFDs. That's not a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. Why is there slippage? Okay, so this is how stocks work. This is how it should work. You click buy. What occurs is your buy execution goes to your broker, then it goes from your broker to the stock market, and then it retraces. They fill your order back to your broker, back to you. And that's how you enter a trade. That's why you have ECN fees, commissions, everything like that. CFDs aren't like that. CFDs, you had no influence in the market. Your orders do not go to the stock market. So with them having slippage, they're just trying to get more money. I don't agree with that. If I wanted to trade stocks, I would get with Shirt Trader. But I like CFDs because now they tailored it to 3 cent slippage, which fine, I'll take that. Which is BS. Is before they let everyone know, there was one day where there was no limit. It was you got filled all the way down and you had no influence in the market. For that day, I think I traded, I forget what share size. It was a larger share size. And I wanted to get filled at like, I think it was like 650. I ended up getting filled at 623. What? 620? That's 27 cents. So yeah, I was pissed off. So yeah, that should not happen. That should not happen. You cannot request payout for the whole month. Well, what happens? What happened was, you put in your request between the 1st and the 10th. That's when your request goes through. From at the 15th of the month, they pull those funds out, and that's the downside because your money, you'll see it on the 17th or 20th. But the downside is when you request that money from the 1st to the 10th of that next month, you can only take the profits that you gained from that previous month. So like, let's say I made $2,000. Cool. And then on the 5th of the next month, I made $5,000. I'm up $7,000 in my account. I request a withdrawal and they say, no, you can only withdraw $2,000. But no, that was from this month. Okay, yep, got it, whatever. So yeah, that is a downside. Now, they get 30% of your profits. Again, it's truly about pros and cons with bypassing the PDT. 30% is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. 30% is a lot. It is. But by paying them, granted, it's $500 account. You get discounts. You can get it for $350. So paying $350 to one, you're getting $14,000 in buying power. You're not going to get that with TradeNet. You would get $3,000 with $500. Also, you're giving them $350, but your max loss on that account is $700. So basically, they're giving you a free $350. So is 30% BS? Yeah, I still pay 15% in their commission, and yeah, but I still get to trade with $240,000 in margin. So again, it's pros and cons. I'm not gonna say, you know, don't go with this trader, don't go with that trader. I'm glad we have options. I'm truly glad we have options. It's not like go with Shirt Trader. That's the only one you can do. Be a Shirt Trader, it would be a monopoly, and they could charge wherever the blank they want. They could charge $7 for commissions or whatever. I mean, well, actually, they kind of do. For every share, it's a cent. But hey, it could be everything's 10 cents a share. They could do it if that's the only person that's actually bypassing. So we do need to be thankful we have options. That's the biggest takeaway. Slippage is for banana peels. Yeah, that's true. And routing fee. Yeah, Shirt Trader, their fees stack up big time. The way I view it when I trade a Shirt Trader is I have to have 2 cents profit to break even. I would trade 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares is $10. 1,000 shares, 1 cent movement is $10. That covers that fee of entering. Now, exiting, another $10. I have to make at least $20 on 1,000 shares to... Actually, you wouldn't even break even because you have the ECN fees. So, yeah, it is... It's upsetting. So when I saw TradeNet, 0.006 per share, that's amazing. That's $6 for 1,000. I'm saving $8 in and out. That's nice. So yeah. I think I covered on the food. Oh yeah, if you guys could list some traders that you may have. Actually, I really can't think of anything. Any that would be fake news. Oh my goodness. I can't really think of any that would be. I just don't agree with what a lot of people are doing. Hey, pay $2.99 for my mentoring program. Okay, or you could be nice and let me know your secrets, but you don't have secrets because there are no secrets in the stock market. I'll tell you guys, the only secret I have is the low of the previous day. And I told you guys that 100 times in my videos. Look at the previous low a day. I even show it in some of my trades. Look at the previous low a day and look where the stock went up to. There's like a 20-cent difference. And then it went down for the rest of the day. And I shared that with you guys. That's my secret. Other than that, there aren't any secrets. Now, if you wanted to share, you know, how you find your stocks, where you go, I go to stockmarketwatch.com. Some people use different stock, whatever they're called. Some people do that. Ever check out Interactive Broker? That sounds familiar, actually. I think there actually are some people in the Discord, which in GDT's Discord, that use that. But I haven't checked it out. No, the only ones I've traded would be SureTrader, TradeNet, and then I use Coinbase for my cryptocurrency. I'm not fully into cryptocurrency. Don't get me wrong. I was I was part of the marketing team with one. I've ceased doing that. But yeah, supposed to be pretty cheap commissions. So I'm not sure if it's Interactive Broker. I know there's a broker that gives free commissions. Well, I know it's oh my goodness, I can't think of the name. It's free commissions, but somehow they still play off getting money from you. Minimum 10,000 account though. Oh wow. Okay, but they offer free commissions to active duty military, which is nice. You gotta support the troops. I'm all about that. You know, and if you do follow me on Twitter, you follow me on Facebook, hell, you follow me on MySpace, I'll hook it up. I do post a lot of things. Support the troops. That's truly who gives the ability for us to have the freedom that we do. You know, some people are con military. That's fine. Everyone has their own political stance. But I'm going to be honest with you. If it wasn't for the military, we wouldn't have the respect that we do from other countries. Because we do have the strongest air power. I mean, just to be completely honest. Not trying to get political on you, but I'm just saying, thank the troops. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks, Alyssa. First responders, veterans, and military. Very nice. First responders, definitely imperative to support. Really, because if we really think about it, people that work these first responder, military, you don't get paid a lot of money. I've heard from friends, you don't get paid a lot. You really don't. There are perks to it, but it's truly about, you know, the service. It really is. If you're in the military to get rich, you went wrong somewhere. So, I can say that because I know people and you know, yeah. You still need 25,000 to get around it, but allows you 3 day trades. Okay. Yeah, 3 day trades in 5 days. I mean, that's equivalent to the PDT, which is upsetting. When I was first trading, I didn't have a system. I didn't have the whole trade net. I was trading through the bank that I go through. And I guess I got in trouble. They said, you're going over the limit. You're going to get fined or whatever. Pfft, whatever. I'll do what I want. It's my body. I do what I want. Their commissions are the cheapest. Okay, raw trades. I have no idea. Is cash account? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I love being able to see the chat that you guys have. The thing is with trading, our community, we have a small community. The guy, one of my really good buddies, he was actually on a team of for League of Legends for the city team. Really, really good at gaming. Called me out on Twitch, and I really appreciate it. And his buddies on the mic said, he's like, yeah, you know, Jonathan, he makes a good amount of money. They're like, yeah, but he loses too. There goes my street cred. There goes my street cred. Who said I lose? I mean, the proof's on YouTube, but still, you know, whatever. In my opinion, people in the military are best suited for day trading. The pressure they deal with in their job should make day trading cakewalk for them. So I'll be honest, I am affiliated with the military. If you didn't catch on with everything with everything I've said and my tweets, because I tweet. That's what the kids do. Is it okay? So we're people in the military are people too. We all have emotions. We truly do. Not every job within the military is high stressed. You have spec ops; those guys are high stressed. But day trading is finance. You could tell a guy to run behind enemy lines, and that's whatever to him, whatever, because they have a different mindset. But when it comes to risking your own money, that's different. You could lose $200 in a day. Some even spec ops people can't deal with losing $200 because you basically lost $200 for nothing. It's not like you have something to show for that $200. You just kind of lost it. It vanished. But even with the high stress, people act differently when it comes to finances. With low stress, again, day trading, less than 10% of people are profitable. And those people come from different walks of life. It could be military, first responders. It could be Trader Joe that's charging $19.99, 20 easy payments. It could be but it really comes down to, do you have the characteristic? Do you have the traits to day trade? But yeah, of course, thank you to all the people that serve. For people that are interested in serving, I could always answer those questions. It's a great opportunity to travel the world. It truly is. I know people that have been to 40 plus countries. In the States, it's hard to travel. When you're in Europe, there's so many countries that border each other. It'd be easy to travel. Now, unfortunately, when I've traveled overseas, I was restricted to certain locations because of certain things that are going on in the world, certain campaign stuff. So I couldn't travel, unfortunately. But when I do take vacations, I go to places I know I couldn't travel to because of career-related stuff. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Dominican Republic twice. I love Dominican Republic. Beautiful. The beaches, crystal clear. Absolutely beautiful. I stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel or Resort, but I had the presidential suite. Beautiful. It was beautiful. Wow. Gorgeous. How do you feel about interviewing other traders? That's interesting. Yeah, that's actually... unfortunately, I am public enemy number one. But no. I really like that idea. Let me write that down. Interviewing other traders. Interview other traders. That's a good concept. Because people want to know, when I day trade, when I make my videos, I like to come with the mindset of where people are currently in life. Because people, when they Google day trading or I want to day trade or how to day trade, they're new to it. And for me to put on persona like, I'm just this high and mighty, I never started day trading. I only started here at the top, BS. I like to tailor it to, and that's why I want to start my small account challenge in January, to show people it is possible to be profitable. Hopefully I don't blow up my account, but it is possible to be profitable with a small account. You just have to be very smart with the share size, because everyone wants that one trade that they made $10,000 or $100,000 or however. It's not like that. Day trading is a grind. It's a marathon. If you make it a sprint, I promise you will fail. You cannot make it a sprint. It has to be a marathon. You have to be in it for the long haul. You have to make sacrifices. And yeah, some people don't want to make the sacrifice. They see the profit and that's what they want. They just want the profit. People don't understand, and this goes for all traders out there. You guys understand this. There are hundreds, thousands of hours we put into it to learn this trade. And people just want to make the profit and not have to go through what we've gone through. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not. Chris is on fire. You're making me blush. I just want to be part of the community. I love trading. That's awesome, Chris. I truly, dude, I want any type of feedback. Any type of feedback you guys can give me. Some people think they're too mighty for the earth. I'm not like that. If you guys give me, I'm just like you guys. I started trading 100 shares. I started there. Well, granted, my first trade I lost 600. Past that, I started where you guys are. I am nothing special. I'm just like you guys. And I want any feedback you guys can give me. Trust me, some people have told me my videos are fake. Some people have said I look like PewDiePie. I'm not as gorgeous as that guy, but thank you. Thank you for making me blush. I appreciate that. Thank you. Who are your favorite traders on YouTube besides Garage Day Trader? Here's to hoping you run up your small account challenge to 100. I appreciate that, Raw Trades. My favorite traders on YouTube. I love Rookie Traders Dab. Keep it up in the dude. You dab for 10 seconds in your intro. I will subscribe again. I promise you. Rookie Trader. I love traders that they bring out their emotion. Now, of course, when you're trading, keep your emotion to a check. You know, you don't want to be like, I just lost that trade. F that. I don't deserve that. But I love people that are passionate about it. Be passionate about trading. You know, let it give you the life that you deserve. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about bringing, I want to bring any type of knowledge I can so you guys can improve your lives. And really, life is too short. Life is way too short. It truly feels like yesterday my son was in my arms. It's like this. It feels like yesterday, and that was 5.5 years ago. So life just flies by. And I promise you, the older you get, the faster it'll go. Reason being is because when you have a routine, a daily routine that's just consistent, time flies. That's with anything. People may forget what I had for breakfast yesterday. It's routine. As young adults, high school and stuff, you know, we're going to different classes. We're moving around. We go to different grades. We go to different schools. And it's always something new. And, you know, I couldn't wait till I hit like 18 and, you know, graduate. Or I couldn't wait to drive. And I remember my mom told me, don't wish your life away. And that's so true. Don't wish your life away. Live life to the fullest. I'm not saying, you know, put all your money on, you know, black on roulette or however. But truly live your life. You know, you go out, have fun, do things you enjoy. With Dave Ramsey, you know, he does give people back their lives. He does say, you know, let's get your credit. You know, let's, you know, narrow down how much you're spending. But I see the downside. You know, people in my office, we went out for pizza and they said, I can't, it's not in my budget. Blank that, you know, if make it in your budget. All of us, the whole office is going out to eat and you're not going with us because you want to save some money. No, enjoy life while you can. Because the funny thing is, we always look back and we say, you know, those were the good old days. But you don't know that right now is the good days. I promise you, you'll look back right now and you'll say, those were the good days. You know, we're in the Discord and Lone Wolf was making his stupid intros and stuff. Those are the good days. I wish I could go back. And you wish you knew that you were living in the good days right now. So you always just want to keep that in mind. But after that huge rant, the other rookie trader, I love his energy. I truly do. Patrick and me have scuffled in the past. And that's fine. That doesn't hurt my feelings. It really doesn't. But things change when you grow a large subscriber count. Things change. People change in general. And, you know, and it's kind of sad because Patrick, such a cool guy. Truly a cool guy. Really. But when you start to gain subscribers and you had different opportunities come to you, you're going to change. And some people won't agree with it. So that's kind of sad. You know, really cool guy. It was upsetting for me. It really was. Yeah, interviewing YouTubers said you were blending into your background before you got your... Oh, who said that? Yeah, someone said I was blending into... I was blinking into my white wall, which I didn't know I was that pale. Thank you. I'll work on my tan. I'll wait for summer. So I'm one white blank. Yeah, sorry. I'm not beautiful. I wish I had the gorgeous golden tan, whatever. But yeah, so I got the green screen because I knew you guys would enjoy just an up in professionalism. That's truly what it is. I want to deliver you guys the best content I can, and that's what I do. Is I try to think of different ways that I can improve. Interviewing YouTubers should help you grow. Patrick is doing something. Patrick, he is. That was with the whole $5,000 mentoring program. Something. I don't understand. How's it $5,000? Okay, I'll say he's flying the guy in. I have flown from here to Washington State first class, and that was, how much did that cost me? I think it's $1,500. So where's the other $3,500? Maybe he's staying with them. They're bunk mates. I don't know, but it's coming from somewhere. I'll give him that one. Yeah, and I would love to help young traders build a rapport for themselves to get their names out there, because it is difficult starting on YouTube. It is very difficult. My own mother wouldn't subscribe to she subscribed to Garage Day Trader, but she said, no, you're not good enough. So it's really hard to build your channel. And I would love, I've already written that down. Oh yeah, I thought I forgot to write it down. Interviewing young traders. I would love to do that. I would actually love to interview rookie trader. I call that rookie trader. I'm interviewing you. Make sure you have your suit ready because it's on. Because he's in the same predicament basically that I'm in. He has to trade during his college classes. I have to trade during work. It's not simple. It is not. It is difficult. It sucks. It's not convenient. But yeah, I'll interview rookie trader if he will let me. We'll see how that goes. Oh, also saying good rapport with GDT. I love the guy to death. I really do. He really took a chance on me. I'll never forget that. But we're actually, hopefully, we have a dual live stream together. That would be awesome. I asked him about that. I said, dude, we should do a dual live stream. And maybe he'll accept the offer. I know he's very busy. That's fine. I understand. He is very busy. But that would be really cool. I think it would be very cool. I called dibs on first amateur trader review. Oh. I didn't. Do you have a channel, Chris? I have no idea. I'm not aware if you do or not. My bad. Do you have a Discord group? Are you active there while you are trading? Actually, let me show you everyone this. So, okay, hopefully, I was hoping I had something bad up. This is actually, I reach out to anyone that will listen to me. I reach out and I let them know, hey, this is what you should look at. So this was a text I had with one of the gentlemen that I'm not going to say he's my student because that's kind of put him down. I think it is. I mentor him. I told him at 7:35, what the heck? Oh, shit. Oh, good thing I didn't scroll to other pictures. Okay. So I told him okay. All right, that's fine. So I told him at 7:35, keep an eye on TNXP. Now this is when it dropped from over $7 to like the 3 whatever. I told him keep an eye on TNXP. It was at 100% within the pre-market, but it recently had a pump and dump, and it could possibly do it again. Now again at 8:29, an hour before market open, I said, hey, focus on this greatly. The short percentage is great. Alyssa, thank you so much for telling me that. You're the one that told me it was a great short percentage. I don't recommend shorting stocks that are up for the day. I don't, because the bulls know it's up. But with this stock, it's been very sketchy lately. But this one's very overextended. Watch closely for possible entry and never force anything. Don't force anything. He said, thanks for the heads up. And I said, awesome. Just let me know how it goes. And he's the one that traded within that first 1 minute candle and had a profit margin of $800. So good on him. And that's on an intro account. Basically paid for the intro account and more in his pocket. So that's fine. Now I am within the Discord, within the Garage Date. Well, actually, let me just do this. Get the dab on. So this is the Discord I'm within. It's within the Garage Day Traders. He basically extends this to anybody. Anyone can join his Discord. Now there is, if you want to actually watch him do his live trading, which I completely recommend to anybody. Why do I recommend it? No, I don't get a percentage off people that go to his channel or his chat room. I don't get a percentage. I recommend it because what you see right now with me on the screen with my stocks, looking around, this is exactly what you see within his chat room. You see him take his live trades. Anything that you see on YouTube, people are watching him do that live. Also, you get access to the Discord. But it's just an amazing perk. And it's $10 a month. $10. I know chat rooms that charge $500 a month, and all you get is a message that says buy here. $10 a month for all this, it's basically a steal. I honestly don't know why he doesn't charge more, because it's worth more than that with all the content that he delivers. Maybe he'll change the prices in the future, maybe, but I really think for $10, it's definitely worth it. All I know is that your first live Q&A turned into a 2-hour plus success. I really appreciate it. I will be cutting it off in a few moments because I'm not trying to, one, bore everyone to death, and then also I am starving. I bought a pizza. Yes, I bought pizza. I forgot about doing that. When I got my ghetto lamp, they had pizzas for sale. So thank you. But I don't want, I really do appreciate everyone taking this time out of your busy schedules. What's more valuable than money is time. And I appreciate you guys giving me your time. I am more than appreciative for anyone that views my content, subscribes, joins the Wolf Pack. I am more than appreciative, and I want to do this in the future with you guys. I truly do. If you guys, if you would like to post any last minute questions, I would be more than happy to answer them for you. Really just anything that you guys want to see. Other than that, yeah, again, I'm very thankful. Dual live stream would be awesome. It really would be. Me and the Garage Day Trader live streaming. That would be fun. It would be a great time. Of course, he's busy. As you saw, he was at a party or a holiday party. So he wasn't able to live stream. But I'm so glad that he joined. That really means a lot to me. That someone, I mean, our trading community is very small overall. And for someone that has 3,500 subscribers, that's just, I couldn't even fathom reaching that. I don't even know if it's possible for me to reach that because it's so far off. But you know, anything that you guys want to see for future content, let me know. I definitely will look into the interviews. That's amazing. I will truly look into the interviews. It was fun watching your live stream. Good luck with all your trading and your small account channel. Raw Trades, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to show you guys it is possible to be profitable. Now, am I going to make $1 million off the small account? No, that's impossible. Until if it were to grow larger. I mean, we saw with Ross Cameron, he took $500 to $335,000, but he trades with a large amount of shares. And like he said, when he was buying, every trade he took was 95% of his buying power. So every time he was going all in. So yeah. Oh, Alyssa. Oh, it's not even cold anymore. Oh, God. Oh, how do you even open this thing? Oh man, open this new bottle. Yeah. I really just wanted the small bottle, and the guy said, no, you get more for less. How do I get more for less? This costs more. And then somehow I walked out with this bottle. Okay. One shot. Oh, it has a little topper on it. We don't need that topper. It smells good. Oh my goodness. If that doesn't put hair on your chest, I don't know what will. Oh. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that warmed me up real quick. Okay. All right. That's congratulations drink. That was for everybody. I took a shot for everybody. You're a bad influence. I am not a bad influence. Oh, man. Keep the live trading videos coming. I definitely will. Like I said, it's truly, it's not the most convenient thing in the world. I'll just be honest. I have to record there, bring it back, chop it. I have to do the voiceover to make it interesting. I mean, I could just have it rolling, and that would be very boring. I don't know. But I definitely will. I definitely will. Alyssa, yeah. Yeah. Definitely, definitely. And I appreciate all the help in the Discord. If you guys haven't, definitely join the Discord. Oh, Rookie Trader. Okay, I'll ask here, Rookie Trader, are you down to do a live interview, or it could be just an interview with me? Would you do the interview with me? Let's see for the answer. He may be too busy dabbing. Nice. No doubt. Awesome. We'll definitely I could actually, you're in the Discord, so I'll just message you there. We'll hook something up. This is just a very good opportunity to show people you don't have to be sitting in front of dual monitors, 4 monitors, or however to day trade. You don't have to. You can trade within the first 10 minutes. You can trade from a different location on this thing that's a laptop. This very small thing. That's again what she said. But yeah, you don't have to have the luxury to do what you're passionate about and what you love. You'll learn how to tailor it and really just make the life that you deserve, truly. All right, everyone. Last request. Any questions? Any comments you have? Any questions you have? Let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer any last minute questions. I am literally here all night. I don't think the line started for the autographs for some reason. So yeah, definitely. I really look forward to it. Seriously, I'm very happy. I'm glad that you did start your channel, and definitely college students are interested in day trading. People just have a bad stigma about day trading. When you say I'm a day trader, one, people are going to say, "Oh yeah," in like some really creepy way, and then they're probably just out for your money. And then the other thing people are going to say is, well, of course they're going to ask how much you make and all this, but then they're going to say, well, how much do you lose? Oh, you made $500? Well, yeah, you lose too. Okay, well, people that go to, if you don't, okay, with any type of position, there's going to be a cost to it. From me driving from my apartment to my day job, I pay for gas, I pay for the clothes that I have to wear for it, I pay for the food that I buy on lunch. Those are all my expenses. I have all these expenses that go along with it. Car maintenance, because I have to get my oil changed, my tires. I actually got new rims for my car. I'll have to put a picture sometime. I'm excited. Yes, I am excited. But there's going to be a fee for anything. So yeah, day trading, do I lose? Of course. I would be lying if I did. And no one would believe that lie if I said I never lost. But it's truly about being consistent. I paid everyone that was online. I paid everyone that was online, so I was first for the interview. Okay, we can prove that stigma wrong. People think that investing in the companies 9% Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there is truly, I mean, college students and really anyone. I'm not going to single college students or high school students, but those are the people that start because I didn't know anything about the stock market until I was 24, 25. I didn't know what the stock market was. I mean, I'm from Tennessee, so I only came out of the cabin once or twice in my life. But yeah, you're really just avoiding the stigma of the stock market. It's some place where people shout at each other, and it's not like that. It's really not like that. Alyssa, are you saying if you're trading home, you don't wear anything? Absolutely not. I would be in my underwear trading. I might even wear the underwear. I don't know. Maybe not even wear the underwear. It just depends how I feel. But no, I would roll out. But if you guys have actually seen my live trading when I'm heading the chat room, I look like a hot mess. Like the song "I Woke Up Like This." That's how I woke up. Like there's a scream when people see that. I make kids cry, but it doesn't. This takes like 3 hours. The hair alone is probably an hour. So waking up out of bed, no, I might have the underwear on. I don't even know if we'll just see how it goes. Too much? Yeah, probably too much. Sorry, it just went there. I'm live with the autograph. We need to band together. I need to get that autograph from GDT. He says he's gonna autograph a shirt and send it to me. I have no shirt. All right, I only have the regular shirt. There's no autograph. I need the autograph still. Alyssa wants to say a live stream. That's true. Dennis is hilarious. He's the one that posted the video or the chat thing or the dab thing. Hilarious. Oh man, yeah. And that's what I love about the Discord. It's not solely let's talk about trading, and we have no lives outside trading. We put things about whatever. I was literally crying. It was so funny yesterday with the dab. Oh man, it's such a good time. It's such a good time. Oh, that's true, Alyssa. He did record it. He said there was proof he was sending a t-shirt. Maybe it got lost in the mail. Maybe it's in Washington State just like my lights are. It just got lost along the way. Oh man. All right, if you guys don't have any last minute questions or anything like that, I'll just gonna shut it down. I gotta preheat the oven for my pizza. That's gonna take some time. I'm truly thankful. I'm truly thankful for you guys taking the time out of your busy schedules. And I know the time difference, Alyssa. I know the time difference. I do apologize. I should make it earlier. It just had slipped my mind. It truly had. But thank you so much, everyone, for viewing this. My first live stream, I was nervous. I didn't think anyone would tune in. I was gonna be happy if one person showed up. It would be kind of creepy, me just talking to that one person, and we would just be staring at each other. But I'm truly thankful. I truly am. It really goes without saying. I mean, if you guys ever want to email me, LoneWolfDayTrading@gmail.com. Email me. Ask me any questions. I'm not here to judge. If you blew up your account, 10 times and you need help, hey, I've blown up my account before. I've been in that position. I'm just like you guys. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help you any way that I can. And that's really what keeps me going. It's not fortune or fame. It's really not. I mean, I've been touted as public enemy #1. So it's really not about the fame. So that's out the window. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. I truly do appreciate it. But yeah, that's it. This is the conclusion of the live stream. I'm looking forward to the upcoming challenge. I'll have that in January. And then Rookie Trader, I'm going to hit you up so we can get that scheduled. That'd be really cool. I'll have to think of some questions. I'm really not good at thinking of questions. So if you can think of any questions for yourself, that would be helpful. But yeah, thank you all so much. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you again. And as always, this is Jonathan with Lone Wolf Day Trading. And stay green.